Karen here from Karen Clark Creations, an artsy introvert. I just uploaded the video for Marcel, the painting in my friend's sketchbook. I didn't just upload it, it just came out yesterday. I scheduled it back a couple weeks ago when I painted it a couple weeks ago. I watched that video back this morning and I should have been excited. I should have been happy and full of joy and full of positivity because I love how that painting turned out. I love him. He's adorable. Could you tell in that video how I felt? Nope. I don't know what is going on. Actually, I do. Okay. I have had issues with negativity my entire life. It's something I've dealt with. I'm doing my best to get over that and be more positive. I'm positive with everybody else, not with myself. That's important to point out. I really feel like this is a hurdle I'm having, and I need to work at it. I need to work at being happy-go-lucky and being positive, and this morning it just really hit me. I need to work on it better because that video did not make me happy today. So I started thinking about it and I realized that I seriously have got some imposter syndrome going on. When I am working on a video, or when I'm doing anything honestly, and I point out a mistake I have made, I'm pretty sure the reason is because I want the person out there looking for a mistake, I want them to know that I already know about it. I already know there's a mistake, so don't bother telling me because I know it's there. That is so twisted. Does anybody else do that? I was told by a loved one, and this is wonderful feedback, I was told I need to have more confidence. Well, it's funny because I do have confidence, but you can't tell because I have to downplay what I do, and I have to point out my mistakes. And I have to point out little things along the way that do not need pointing out. What is going on? So, imposter syndrome. I went to WebMD, because you know, WebMD. What is imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome is when you doubt your own skills and successes. You feel you're not as talented or worthy as others believe, and you're scared that one day people will realize that. Important imposter syndrome symptoms. I'm just going to tell you a few. You think that others believe you're more skilled than you really are. You worry that you don't belong and others too will finally realize that. You hold yourself back from reaching goals. That's me. You have a hard time forgetting mistakes, even small ones that you've made. And that's why I point them out. Because I think that everyone else is like me, so they're going to want to point out my mistakes too. Oh my God, this is so twisted. Okay. Imposter syndrome characteristics, just a couple of them. There's many, just a couple. Fear of failure. When you have this syndrome, any failure, no matter how small, can feel shameful. It feeds that inner fear that you have that you're a fraud and are about to be called out. So instead I call myself out so someone else can't do it. Fear of success. You might worry that once you get your dream job or win an award you've been hoping for, you won't be able to keep up. And in your mind, getting ahead is an opportunity to be rejected. So I hemmed and hawed for years to start my blog and my YouTube channel, to get further with my art, and really as a challenge to myself, because I know the more you do, the better you get. And so that's one reason I wanted to do it. I wanted to paint. I've been painting, but I wanted to paint in my friend's sketchbook on a regular basis so I could find ridiculous things to paint and get better at it. But yet I've held myself back from reaching those goals years. And, you know, now that I'm finally here, in my mind, getting ahead is that opportunity to be rejected. Who else has this? What tips can you give me? I am going to need to look back. I have some videos already scheduled for the future. There's like 3 or 4 of them. I'm going to need to go back and see how many of them express happiness and joy and how many point out my own mistakes. What tips? What tips do you have? Please drop me a comment. Let me know. Do you have this? Did you overcome it? Is it something you're still battling all of the time, every day, every other day, only a couple times a month? Help me. Give me some tips. I think I'm going to need to turn into one of those people that has an inspirational poster on my wall so that every time I do one of these, I look up and I read it and I remember, oh, that's right. That's right. Be positive. Or as my elementary or middle school when I'm growing up, accentuate the positive. That was the motto. Help me. What do I do? What tips and tricks do you have, if any? Or do you just want to commiserate and say, hey, that's me too, and join a support group? Okay. You know, I'm being serious, but also I'm laughing. You know, I like to think they're laugh or cry situations. This is not a cry situation. This is a laugh situation. It is a serious one in that I know that I need to do better for my own personal growth. But I'm willing to laugh about it. I'm willing to laugh about it. There's no point in crying. So anyway, this might have been TMI, but what do you do to help yourself get past imposter syndrome? Thanks for being here.